If you're feeling numb, feeling desperate, feeling life is just something that passing you through every day on repeat, or if you're feeling that there is like a soul level boredom or numbness that you can feel in your body, this video is for you. So there is a specific kind of numbness, like you're watching yourself from somewhere just slightly outside of yourself. So you're going through all the motions, saying the right things and showing up where you're supposed to show up. But somewhere in your body, especially your heart, you feel empty. You feel like you're watching a movie of yourself. You don't feel completely alive. And the scarier part of that is you probably have gotten so used to it that you're starting to think maybe this is who I am now. You may have started to call it maturity, or you may have started to call yourself that I'm in a phase in my life that I'm just not as passionate as I am when I was younger. But there's actually a real name for this kind of feeling, and I call it the closed heart. And I know this because I've lived it myself. And I've also sat with enough people to know that so many of us watching this video probably going through this right now. And I want you to know that this is not who you are. This is not your personality. This is not a phrase of your life. This is not a result of growing up. This is also not a result of being mature and being immune with hurt. And now if you're ready, there's actually a way to return to aliveness, to open your heart again. And this is what this video is about. Your heart closed not because it is weak, because closing is actually a protect mechanism. So at some point in your life, staying open probably felt like too much for you, especially when you're going through a loss, a betrayal, a relationship ending, or you're witnessing something that is really heartbroken. Or maybe just as very subtle as living in a world that is keep rewarding you by performing yourself or holding it together while really annoying the part of you that you also have emotions, that you also need nurturing and support. So your heart is very intelligent. So at some point it said, okay, I'm going to protect us. I'm going to shut down quietly and numbing it. I got to build a wall so I don't feel that much hurt again. So that wall that you build around your heart would have probably saved you at that point in your life because it's kept you functional and it's kept you, like keep living your life that falling apart probably wasn't an option, right? So I'm naming all this not to judge yourself and not to judge your heart, but by naming it, we start to recognize it. We're putting it into awareness so we can start healing it. So coming up, I'm going to talk about the 4 stages to open your heart again in a very safe and embodied way. Stage 1 is recognition. Recognition is the moment where you finally start being honest to yourself. The moment when you finally admit to yourself that I'm not okay, I'm hurting, I feel numb, I don't feel safe to open my heart, I don't feel alive. So we are so conditioned to skip this part of healing because we are living in a culture that we will go straight into fixing. We treat our pain like it's a problem to be solved rather than a truth that needs to be acknowledged. And what I have found is that healing starts when we truly acknowledge what we feel. Our heart won't open unless you fully acknowledge the truth within yourself, right? You need to be completely honest with yourself. Where you are at right now, where is the hurt? Where is the part of you that is not okay? And that take time, that take a safe container, that take the vulnerability for yourself to go really deep to feel your emotions and honesty to face it. And remember that healing only begins the moment that you're honoring your truth. Stage 2 is feeling the sensation and emotion in your body. This stage can be a very vulnerable process that require a lot of courage, especially if you have been shut down for a long time. And we have been living in a culture that encourage us to numb ourselves, when emotionals comes up. So this stage is about really dropping it down to our body and bringing the awareness back to our heart space and just be there and really feel what is alive, in your heart. When you start bringing awareness into your heart that have been closed for a long time, you will feel a lot of emotions and stories, tenderness, pain, emotion may suddenly arise. You may want to cry, or you will probably feel anger. And all these emotions is a very good sign that showing that the aliveness is coming back. Your heart is waking up and emotion is trying to move. So this stage is very crucial. And for this practice, I really suggest you to find a night at home that you can be alone so that you can totally allow yourself to feel. And then when emotions comes up, when the stories come up and the pain and tenderness comes up, really allow yourself and hold yourself into full compassion. And this process may take days or weeks or months, and don't rush the process and let it fully do its things. Let the emotional fully run your system. So this is the stage where you can finally clearing the space in your heart and in your emotional body so that you can start feel again. Stage 3 is the softening. So when the armor is starting to loosen in your body, when the tightness in your chest starting to dissolve, you will start to feel a softness coming back to your body. So softness means that you are so in touch with your heart that you can feel things deeply. You are compassionate, you're kind, your heart is opened. Softness is actually a real strength because we are living in a world that has completely confused hardness with strength. We have built walls that call boundaries, and we numb ourselves that we think that we are healed, but the real strength is actually the ability to able to handle challenges in life and really in touch with our emotional body and feel them and honor them, but still keep a soft heart. Because only a soft and open heart can actually receive and give. Only a soft and open heart can actually give and receive love fully. Only a soft and open heart can hold space for other people pain without collapsing or running away. So your softness is your gift and is your strength. So the fact that you can feel deeply, that you care, that you actually feel hurt when you see injustice in the world is the most valuable things about you, about being a human being. The world doesn't need more honest people that pretend to be strong. The world needs more people that have learned to stay open. The HeartGate is so open that even there's a million reasons in the world that ask us to shut down. My name is Yennis. I'm the founder of the HeartGate and the author of the book, The Heart Awakening. On this channel, we explore the deep healing of the heart, esoteric teaching, and the mystery of using the heart as a pathway of awakening. If this video touches something in you, please like, subscribe, and share this with someone that you think they will benefit from this video. And I would also love to hear from you that what challenges that you have on this path of awakening your heart. So please leave a comment in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Stage 4 is reconnection. Reconnection to your heart, reconnection to your aliveness. So when your heart begins to reopen, it felt like actually coming back home, coming back to somewhere that is actually very familiar to you. Somewhere that you felt like you were innately built when you were a kid. And how it look like in your daily life is that you will start to notice things differently. You may feel more kindness to yourself and to others. You may feel the sun and the warmth more intensely on your body. You may start to cry on something small when you see a movie. You're starting to see the beauty on a flower when you're walking, on the way to work. And you may feel more love in your heart to yourself and to the people around you. So this is what it felt like to reconnect to your heart, to your soul, to the love that we all are. So the heart is the seat of the soul. This is the place where the divine and the human self meet. And love is not something external of yourself. Love is something that is always live in the middle of your heart. It never goes away. It's just waiting for you to remember and return. And the entire journey of life, the challenges, the heartbreak, and the hardship is never take you away from love. It's always just an invitation for you to come back to it. So before I finish this video, I want to invite you to a series that I've been wanting to make for a long time. So it's a series about the abandonment wound. And I think this is a topic that is very important on the heart awakening journey that rarely got talked about. So I want to take you on a journey to truly understand what abandonment wound is about. How is it running your life? How to show it in your relationship? And how to heal from it. And if you enjoy this video, again, I will invite you to like, subscribe, and share it with your family, your friends that you think they will benefit from this video. And I will put the link to my next series of the abandonment wound in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will hope to see you in my next one.